Today, we're going to be reviving Johnny Manziels' career, and he had the nickname Johnny Football because he was supposed to be the guy when it came to the quarterback position. But sadly, it didn't pan out in real life as many people expected it to, so today in Madden, we're going to make sure that it does. To start off his rookie year, he's going to be a 66 overall with normal development, but obviously that's going to get better as his career moves on, and we're going to be able to spin a wheel at the end of each season for his first 5 seasons to give him an upgrade to make him the best possible player for future years. This Cleveland Browns team, though, is going to be setting him up for success 100% because they have 5 really good offensive linemen and at least 2 wide receivers that he can throw to, with a running back they can lean on, only a 69 overall, but with a hidden development, which will be very, very good for him. And their defense is really good. So let's see what they can do in year number 1. And hopefully Johnny Manziel is able to go up to a 70 overall in his first season. In his rookie season, we go 8-9. But let's take a look at his stats and see what he's able to do. It looks like he had 4,600 yards, 300 touchdowns, 30 touchdowns to 9 interceptions. A very okay year for his rookie year. I mean, to be honest with you, that's what you can kind of expect. He was able to go up to a 69 overall, so he's definitely increasing, but hopefully he'll be able to get a dev trade upgrade. But let's see what he can get on the wheel. So here at the wheel, let's take a spin and see what he's able to get. We're hoping for a dev trade upgrade or something really good. And +5 to all stats if it does land on that would be good, but +2 to accuracies. That's going to be good for a quarterback just because they need to be accurate, and I don't know if Johnny Manziel is. After the upgrade, he's only a 70 overall now, but you know what? That's not bad. He's only a rookie this year. He's going to go into his second year, and let's see what he can do there. But before we do that, if you haven't liked and subscribed already, please do. It really helps me out, and I love to see the numbers grow. I'm consistently looking at my stats on YouTube. You can honestly ask one of my coworkers, but let's see what he can do. And he's able to make the playoffs in year number 2, going 8-9. The Browns didn't even start Johnny Manziel. They started Carson Palmer, who had 4,500 yards, 26 touchdowns to only 2 interceptions. So honestly, I think that's a downgrade from the year that Johnny Manziel had before. Going to someone who's even worse doesn't make sense to me, but he's old anyway, and we're going to upgrade Johnny Manziel, so hopefully they'll start him next year. But let's see if Johnny Manziel and the Cleveland Browns are going to be able to beat the Buffalo Bills. Doesn't even sound right saying Johnny Manziel because he's not really playing. They do 24-23. Now they're going to go against the Indianapolis Colts, who are 9-8, and they lost to the week before, and they're going to lose to them again. Carson Palmer isn't able to get it done. But let's see how we can upgrade Johnny Manziel so he can become a starter. So here we are at the wheel. Let's spin it and see what we get. It's going to spin, and it looks like we're going to get +1 to throw power, which isn't bad because his throw power is only like a 92. After the +1 to throw power, he's now a 73 overall, but he's still the ranked 30th when it comes to starting quarterbacks in the league. So hopefully after this season, he can be very, very high on that list. But as a starter, the Cleveland Browns go 9-8, and Johnny Manziel was the guy who started. I know that for a fact because I made sure of it. And that is why you start Johnny Manziel. He had almost 5,000 yards, 37 touchdowns to 8 interceptions. He's definitely a much better quarterback than Carson Palmer. So I don't know why they wanted to start him, but this is what you want to see from your QB of the future. But it only matters if they're able to get playoff wins, and they're going against the 10-7 in-division Ravens, and they're going to lose 42-35, so this year is not his year. So let's see what we're able to upgrade him with on the wheel, and we're always praying for that +5 to every stat, but it looks like it's going to be +2 to his acceleration, which honestly isn't the best. Probably not even going to bump him up over an overall. I can't speak today, it's too late. But after his good season, he did get up to a star development, and before his upgrade, his acceleration is only a 91. That's actually pretty good for him though, so it's going to become a 93, and then we're just going to send the season because it's not going to make much of a difference. Sadly, in his final year on his rookie contract, he's not able to make the playoffs, going 7-10. But he still puts up good numbers, having almost 5,000 yards once again for 32 touchdowns, but 17 interceptions, which is probably the cause. So we're back at the wheel, and we're going to let it spin to see what he can get, and it looks like it's going to land on +2 throw power, which once again is really good for him because his throw power when he first started was only like a 91. So getting it up to a 95 or 96 is going to be beneficial. He is now a 77 overall quarterback with 96 throw power. So let's see what he can do in year number 5 after he signed his massive contract. For those who want to see it, it's a 5-year, $98 million contract, which, to be honest with you, it's not as crazy as you see some of the contracts going out today, but for him then is probably massive. And once again, the Browns have a very bad season, going 4-13. Johnny Manziel though has almost 5,000 yards once again for 29 touchdowns and 11 interceptions. And this is going to be his last wheel spin to see if he can get some kind of big upgrade. So here we are back at the wheel, and we're going to spin it because, like I said before, this is his last chance to get a big upgrade. And it looks like it's only going to be +1 to his Excel, so it's not even going to be that nice. But we're going to send 10 years in the future after giving him this and see what he can do as a quarterback. After 10 years, Johnny Manziel isn't really been doing crazy amounts here. I mean, 2022 he was with us, but after that he didn't really do much. He got benched in Cleveland in 2030, then started in Pittsburgh, then benched in Pittsburgh, then started in San Francisco, then benched in Minneapolis, and then started at the New York Jets. But I mean, career-wise, it's nothing to scoff at. I mean, he's had a decent career. He's a 3-time Pro Bowler, a league leader in pass rating, and the 2033 best quarterback. But other than that, it's nothing major. But I mean, he's doing what he's doing, and this is a better career than he had in real life so far. So let's go to the day he retires to see if it gets any better. It most likely won't. I'm pretty sure he's only a 72 overall with star development, if I'm not mistaken, or superstar. I'm not really sure which one it is. But yeah, he's 72 overall, star development. I mean, he's just declining. He's 35, so it makes sense. But it's sad to see his decline now. Sometimes you wish quarterbacks can last forever, but they can't. So let's see what happens. And after 16 years of being in the NFL, Johnny Manziel retires. He didn't have any Super Bowls, and he didn't have a lot of playoff wins, but he had a decent career. Just one of those guys that his name because he was in the league for such a long time, but his name doesn't really jump out on a piece of paper with other great names. But thank you guys for watching, and let me know down in the comments below what other content you want me to make, and also make sure to like and subscribe for more football content. Peace.